Share the basic time and geographic info the PCs should know. So, time and calendar, right?
Mhm.
Things that the characters should know. So, I'm going with the same seconds, minutes, and hours that we know in our world
Okay.
for simplicity, but I want to go with 30-hour days.
30-hour days?
Yeah. And if we stick with the chop it up into thirds, that means that your full rest would be 10 hours and your less sleep would be 5 hours. If we're going, just keep going with
If
that.
that's what you want to do, that's fine.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yep. Full rest is 10 hours.
Mhm.
And
Less sleep.
less sleep is 5 hours. Okay, cool.
The equinoxes are between summer and autumn and spring, winter proper. The solstices are between autumn, winter and spring, summer
Just
proper.
like it is now.
Yeah. Every year there is 2 special periods. One is known as the Night of Light, where there is a period of time where in the middle of the winter, where the sky emits a light brighter than the sun equally across the sky constantly.
Okay.
And then the counter to that is the Day of Dark, for the same amount of time in the middle of summer where no light comes from the sky at any time. Not from stars, planets, whatever.
Okay. And is there a time frame? Is it a week long? Is it a day long?
I'm going with a week, but I currently have I don't currently have a week set in stone.
Got you. So right now we're just gonna assume we're gonna go by our calendar at 7 days, just so we have an idea of in
So
case it comes up.
if it helps you internalize it, go ahead. I'll figure out the weeks
Yeah.
sometime when I figure out how long a year is.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You get all that? Okay.
One of the other things that you're an elf. He's half elf that lives with elves. So you guys have probably maybe heard stories about a time where the mountains off to the east collapsed.
Okay.
Now, whether your characters remember those stories, that's up to you. Well, one of your parents did.
And I would say for me, being that I'm learning wizardry,
Mhm.
that would be part of knowledge that I would probably
Want to hold on
want to hold on to because I'd be like, there might be something there that I could use. And I'm a mage thief, so everything I think about is what can I steal, what can I use, what can I steal, what can I make to make my life easier and more money.
Right. And then one last thing that I wanted to, well, 2 things, I guess. Um, since your village would have been more in the plains areas, you've probably seen something like this in your travels.
Cool.
I mean, you were asking about beasts of burden.
Yeah.
So, and this is actually something I thought of well before you thought of it.
Okay. Can I show him?
If you want. So, he probably wouldn't be so familiar with it since he's from the forest, but.
Okay, so he wouldn't have. Him and I wouldn't have known each other from my village at all.
No.
Okay.
He's from a forest, you're not.
Okay.
I mean, there was a forest nearby, but it was a different forest.
Gotcha.
And then you were asking, like, which ways you guys came from. So this is a rough sketch of the mining town area.
Okay.
Probably not to scale. You came from the west. He came from the south.
Okay, so this is a forest area.
You might have to get closer.
This is a forest area. This is the mining town. This is the mine. This is forest. I came through the woods this way, and you came
Well, you didn't go through the woods. You came along the caravan path.
Okay, and you came from the south. Okay. That gives us some direction.
Right. And one last thing. I didn't set this in stone before I made the picture last time, but now that I know which directions things are, apparently the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. That's what I get for not drawing shadows for a morning scene.
Okay.
Um,
So our world spins opposite of this world. Could also mean why it's 30 hours. Yeah. Which makes sense with the 30-hour days and the changes in the seasons and stuff like that. Not that there's changes in the seasons as of yet, but that makes kind of sense.
well, the story currently is taking place in like late summer, if that helps you at all.
Okay.
The other note I had in here is recap story and highlights if the stream is working. And to the best of my knowledge, the stream is working.
Okay.
So the story so far is that there was a mining village that was having problems and couldn't mine. These two responded to that help. So they met the mayor. They rested, went into the mine with a poodle-like cleric. Beat up some guys. Went to the second level.
Beat up more guys.
I mean, you didn't kill them, right?
No.
Well, you
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did all that.
We rescued some miners.
Yeah. And
That what he said.
And so when they came out, the mayor was very thankful. Highlights of that are that he's a 5-foot elf. He's a 6 and 2 foot half elf. The thief wizard is dressed as a ranger, and the ranger is dressed as a thief because, of course.
Negative.
We're gonna have to think about more next time we make characters. In the mine, and when they were going in the mine, our 6'2" friend over here hit his head on the shaft. That was only 6 foot. In the mine, this guy poked a rock, a perfectly ordinary rock. No, I was not going to forget that.
It was not my best day.
Uh-huh.
I did. You guys, neither one of you let me forget that.
No.
Listen, it's a first level character. You know?
Making sure the volume's up.
Alright.
I think that does it for the recap.
Okay. Now, are we going to be allowed to rest for a couple of days? Or a day before we go off? Yeah.
Okay. So where we last left off, you were handing the mayor back his money, along with some stuff you picked up out of generosity, and he was thanking you. When at that moment, you hear shouts for help emanating from the forest to the north. You hear the snaps and brushing of bushes, and you see yet another small dog-like humanoid come running out, apparently seeking assistance. As the dog sees seemingly able-bodied fight, I apparently did not spell right. As the dog sees seemingly able-bodied fighters being kind, he stops to catch his breath, in both relief and exhaustion. Now you can get a good look at him. He's somewhat taller than Pipper, with the general appearance of a brown-eyed, brown Labrador retriever. He is dressed quite simply. His clothes are but a simple, dull, mossy green vest with brown edges and enclosures, and a more lichen-shaded, knee-length brace bound at the bottom with leg wrappings. He wears a double set of gloves, the sort archers wear, seemingly stained with shrubbery. Of course, why wear archery gloves without a bow? to which you then see a suitably sized short bow mounted prominently upon the creature's back. How, you ask? Well, as you look closer, you notice some sort of clamp system built into the straps that cross their back. The straps are attached to a sturdy leather belt. All of these things somehow fit the little thing perfectly, I should add. One more thing that fits perfectly is the small leather ring around the dog's powerful otter-like tail. This ring, in turn, is also attached, through more strapping, to the quiver on their right side, which is also attached to the belt. The tail strap also appears to be attached to a melee weapon of some kind on their left.
Interesting.
Now, you're seeing someone else in trouble and are worried about your spells and powders, as you had mentioned before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But not to worry. As the dog catches his breath and your eyes dart about, you notice the light blue flowers you need for your sleeping powder growing next to the town wall.
Oh.
I'm sure you're going to immediately pick them up.
Mm-hmm. I definitely walk over and hey, these are awesome flowers. I mean, do you guys use these flowers?
The mayor is really just confused as to why you're amazed by flowers.
I love these flowers. They are amazing. They're my favorite. Can I have them?
Sure.
Cool. I don't take all the flowers. I take just enough that I would need to fill my vials back up. Um, and I don't destroy any of the plants. So I'm very respectful of that because my master made sure, because if you kill everything, you no longer have anything to use. So you got to make sure there's always something growing.
I feel like that's more of just your elf heritage.
It could be, but wizardry, they don't want to kill. I mean, my
That
master,
depends on your wizard.
right, doesn't want to kill everything.
So Pipper gets your attention and starts to converse. Pardon me, wizard. It would seem that your services and skills are needed elsewhere, and quickly. Please hold out your hand for me. She places her paws on and around your hand and casts another Cure Light Wounds on you, topping off your HP, which you didn't get the chance to in the middle of the mine since you ran off so quickly.
Okay.
Just saying, it's your fault, that one. When she removes her paws, there's a small dried fruit in your hand. That is a dried Pendova fruit. I have used it many a night when I had to continue working late. Its unique bitter mintiness may be an acquired taste for most, but perhaps it will refresh your mind enough to be of some use to you.
Got you. That's going to help with my spells. To refresh me, right? Okay, and how many fruits do I have?
There's only one in your hand.
So, all right. So,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
She doesn't really have any more to spare.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Of course. Yeah. No,
No, she's getting ready to read the next part.
yeah. I noticed there were a lot of lines, so. When the lad catches his breath, he stands up and you can see the myriad of pouches along both the belt and the front straps. Upon the belt's simple wooden buckle is carved a great oak tree. He tiredly yelps, You look like good people. Good people that can fight. I need you to come with me now. I can't stop them. Not all of them. Not on my own. We have to protect those poor gnomes. I can explain on the way, but we have to leave now. He's planning on attacking tomorrow morning, and we won't make it in a single day. Hurry!
Well then, Rev, you ready for another adventure?
I'm so glad you remembered about him this time.
Nice doggy. Nice doggy. Nice doggy. Oh, cool.
My name is Shooter. Real proud of it. And then he just beckons you to follow along.
Sugar. Never mind.
The Labrador moves a fair bit quicker than you would imagine, given the comparatively short legs to your own. He also doesn't respond to any further questions for some time, just so you know. Totally focused on beelining it to the No Village as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Enter wilderness encounter tables.
Oh God. We going to five.
Only if I roll
Right.
correctly.
So, just to let you know, Rev, I think what I'd like to do, if it's okay with you, is whenever we're traveling, whatever, I'd like you to take the lead because you're the ranger with tracking and stuff, and I'm gonna trail behind, and if we come to a fight, I'm gonna hopefully you can take the aggro, whatever you want to call it, so I can sneak around behind to do backstabbing, so I can do more damage that way. What's that? You go with that? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, yeah. So I'll try to sneak around the bigger fights, whatever. Or try to do my backstabbing so I get double damage for that.
So after a few hours, despite what you just discussed, Reventhor suddenly stops. His ears picking up the sound of two voices arguing over directions. And then he realizes the voices are arguing in Orcish.
Oh. Yeah, orcs are bad. Let's kill. Oh well. Why don't we see how many there really are there?
So you're going to cautiously proceed in the direction of the voices.
Cautiously proceed. If I have to, I will. I mean, he's a tracker, but I can probably sneak up. Um, Try and sneak up. He might be better at it. I mean, I have 35% move silently.
Right.
I have 60%. So I can try to sneak up and see at least see how many there are.
Mhm.
Which is what? Is you okay with that? Okay.
Okay, so you move slowly,
Yeah.
quietly, I
Quietly.
assume.
Yeah.
And what you see is there's well, I made a small diagram. There's like an orc over here, an orc over here, with more orcs around them, and the two orcs over here, like they're the ones bickering.
Okay. So how many orcs are there combined?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 orcs, dude. I come back and I tell you what I see. What do you want to do? Well, you figure the wolf can probably take 2. You can probably take 2 before we get damaged. I can probably take 1, maybe 2 if I get hit, I'm done. I have the spell. I have the spell in powder. I can do it in combat. I can do both in combat. I got the spell is within 30 feet, which is the powder is like within 6 to 10 feet. So I could do the spell at 30 feet away. Nope, it doesn't. It doesn't matter as long as they're under 4 hit dice, and orcs are not 4 hit dice creatures. Um, well, we don't ever have to fight. The object of the game is to defeat your enemy, however that may be. And that's where you get XP from defeating your enemies. What we can do is, I'm not like, we theoretically could sleep them, but I couldn't necessarily kill them while they're asleep. That's an evil act. Does that make sense? Right.
Knock them out, leave them for the wild beasts.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I got an idea. If you want, I could sleep them all theoretically, and then just before you strike, I can hit one with a dart, which will wake them up from a sleep spell, and they'd be awake, and then you could kill them. What? That's a loophole. They're not
That's
sleep.
an exploit.
It's fair. My brain. Sorry. I don't think the DM wants us to do that. It would make it too easy, I guess. Okay.
You want to see my diagram if it helps you, since you technically saw it.
That's a diagram. Can you see it? So I think. So I think what we can. Okay. So I think what we can do. The two guys that are arguing about which direction, they're probably the ones in charge. So if we go in blazing, you take one, I take the other. Let me see the chart again. So if you take, it doesn't matter. If you take one and I take the other ones that are arguing and let your wolf disrupt the rest, we can probably get them pretty good. Take out the leaders first, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and if they don't scatter, we can just kill them as they come around. I could also theoretically grease the ground in front of while where they're standing, and basically just have to make a save versus fall, and if not, it takes a full round to get out of the greased area. So as they come out, we can kill them. Do you want to do that? Okay. Oh, that's all good.
You back yet? Okay. Right, good point.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grease the area that the majority of the orcs are in. And that'll take them, if they make their save, it'll take one round for them to get to the outer edge. And by that time, we can kill them one at a time. Only if you get, well, let me see that chart again. If I grease this area here, and we're going to go after these three right here. If I grease this, as they leave the area, once we get finished with them, we can go after them one at a time. So basically, what it does is it allows us to mitigate how many that's attacking us at the same time. That makes. Got you. So that's what we're going to do. So his wolf's going to attack one of the arguing. He's going to attack the other guy arguing, and I'm going to go in and grease the back end where those other guys are.
Back here?
Yeah, I'm going to grease this area here. Okay. I can do a 10 by 10 area and 10 yards away. So I'm going to take care of those 1, 2, 3, 5 of them. Him and his wolf is going to start with the other 3 because they're separated. And then once I grease it and they attack, I will start working on the guys that are greased. Once they come out, I'll start killing those while he's working on the leaders. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Okay. Boom. I think we have surprise because they don't know we're there.
Probably.
All right. So
I mean, they're pretty absorbed in their discussion.
Yeah. So everything will happen simultaneously. So as I cast my grease, you can start attacking right away. So you just have to roll for armor classes.
So the one arguing on that side has an AC of 6, and the other 2 on their side has an AC of 4.
Okay, so do you know what your THACO is for armor class 6 and 4? Yeah, so your THACO is what you need to actually hit that armor class 6 with on a roll of 20. So, okay. So what is your normal THACO for 0? Do you have that information?
I mean, he's a first level warrior, so it should
Which
be
is 19.
20.
19
First level,
is 19.
all first level characters start at 20.
I'm pretty sure it's 19, but I could be wrong. And then he also has a bonus to his strength of +1.
Which is probably where you're getting 19 from.
Probably.
I know, it's like an effective THACO of 19, but that's not what you're asking.
Looking up rules in the middle of a game.
Never gets old, does it?
Never does. I'll just get to the back.
Right here. Check dating factors.
Okay. So you have a 19 THACO, right? So 19. Let's see. For 1 would be 18, 2 would be 17, 3 would be 16, 4 would be 15, 5 would be 14, 6 would be 13. So to hit armor class 6, you would need a 13 or better. Ah, nice.
So he just barely hit.
So while he's doing that, his wolf is attacking the other side, and I cast grease the other pile.
I should be rolling the thacker for the wolf, right? Or should I give him the info and make him do it?
That's up to you. That's up to you. If you want him to roll it, or you can. I mean, that's up to you.
Do you want to roll for your own wolf, or do you want me to? D20 are always used for Thaco. The wolf's Thaco is 18, so
1 less, 12 or better. No. 14 or better to hit armor class 4.
Right.
Your wolf has to. All right.
So wolf hits.
How many attacks does the wolf have?
The wolf attacks 1 time, and the damage per attack is 2 to 5. So it's 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah. So it's a bite.
Mm-hmm.
So roll a 1d4 plus 1 for your wolf's damage. Yeah. And then your damage. Nope, your sword. Whatever sword you're using. I don't know all the swords. Okay. Right, because it's is it a small, medium, or large creature?
They are all mediums.
So 1d6 plus your 3. 6.
Wow.
And you got to roll C's for the other one, see if they're all on the ground or not.
I need a saving throw just for this sort of situation. Is that against spell?
Yep.
I have to do it for 5 creatures.
Or you could just do 1 and say call it for everybody.
No.
Okay.
I have to roll above the number on the saving throw chart, right?
Correct.
So 2 of them fail, and 1 of them makes it. I'm going to say that the one that was one of the ones that was the one that was arguing made it.
No, I did it on this pile right here.
Yeah, one of the ones that were arguing was this one.
Oh, okay. So of those five, how many make it?
Just this one.
Okay, so 4 of them are down, and 1 of them will take 1 round to get to the edge. Those other 4 have to roll every round to see if they can stand. Okay. So while I see that, I'm gonna take my next round. What I'll be doing is going after the one that made it.
Okay.
That'll be what I do with my sword.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's initiative, yes?
I think so. That's how we do this, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, now it's initiative, dude. 1d6. I got a 2.
I have exactly 8.
But you can't because 4 of them are on the ground.
Okay,
they don't. So only the ones that are in battle, which will be those 3, and that one doesn't have a battle until because it takes a full round for him to get to the solid area.
So only roll for the ones that are not greased.
Correct.
Okay.
What you got?
What'd you roll?
2.
I got 1, a 2, and a 5.
1 goes first.
Okay. I'm going to say that the 1 is The one that hasn't been damaged yet. And it is attacking him with an axe.
1d6.
Yeah. First the Thaka, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you gotta figure out his armor class. I should have it written down.
I do. He just has a sword out, right?
He just has a sword out.
So AC of 5. He misses.
Nice. 2s.
The 2 on my end will be the one that he did hit.
Okay, and then I have a 2. So, and I'm going to be hitting the one that is making its way to the edge with darts.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
They have an AC of 6. My guy misses.
1, 2. I hit 2. Uh, 2 and 3 is 5, 6, 7. I hit for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Did it drop?
No, they have one more point remaining.
All right. So now it's whoever's left.
I have 5. So
you
the one that his wolf attacked gets to attack next.
And doesn't he have a 5, so he gets to attack as well?
He had a 6.
Oh.
So that guy is going to attack his wolf with a polearm. And also misses.
Nice.
Wow. I need to use a different d20.
No, you haven't swung yet. You have to hit your armor class 6. That you hit again.
Well,
now you do your damage. Your 1d6 plus 3. Nice.
Yeah, it's dead.
Nice. That's 1 down. Fantastic. All right, now she's gonna do the wolf now.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 19 for the wolf this time.
Nice.
I guess it's just the wolf that gets the 19s.
Thank God. That's a good thing.
The wolf gets to do 3 more damage to that guy. No, it is not dead yet.
So before the round starts, you get a roll for the other 4 guys, see if they make their save or not.
Saves. There are 4 more guys for
Yeah.
saves. One of them did.
Nice.
And that's the only one, though.
Okay. Okay. How do you want to do? Do you want to just do battle as initiative every round, or do you want to go in the same, like them versus us, or how do you want to do that?
I mean, last time we didn't do initiative every round.
Okay.
I don't know.
Up to you. Well, the problem is that we have other people joining the fight.
Right.
As they get out of the grease, so we really
should
initiative every round.
Yeah. So
2.
So I get to roll for the 2 on this side that are not dead.
And one. Yeah.
So still 5. 2. I have a 2, a 4, and a 5.
Who's go first?
Okay.
So I'm gonna, the one that I'm already hit with the dart,
Mhm.
I'm gonna throw 2 more at it.
Okay.
I hit them both. And I only need 1 for that, right? And then I have the other 2 darts. I'm gonna hit the other guy that's standing up. And I missed both of them. Thanks.
At least that's one initiative I don't have to deal with.
That one's dead. So we have 2 dead now. 1 you killed, 1 I killed.
So the one with the axe is the next one to attack. Don't worry,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's the polearm guy.
Don't you be spanking on my dog.
So the axe guy hits you. He deals 3 damage. Correct. No. Your wolf attacked the polearm guy.
So that was 2s. Now we have 3s. That would be you. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. I think it's safe to say that you hit them. Okay.
4 and 5. That's you and you.
Right. So the roll of 5. Oh, the 5 is the guy that died.
Right. So you have 1 left.
Yeah. The polearm that's attacking the. Never
Wolf.
mind, he missed.
Right. So now you have to roll for the other 2 that have failed the saves. I think there was only 2 left, right?
There were
3 left.
more.
So 3. You have to roll for those 3.
Doesn't the wolf get another attack?
Oh yeah.
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 That would be smart. Yeah.
The wolf gets another 19.
Nice.
And deals 2 damage. None of them make their save.
Now we do initiative again.
Okay.
I get a 5.
I have 2 3s and a 4.
What you got?
Probably why we don't normally do it.
You said you got a 6? So she goes first.
Yes, I do.
So you have 2 on him, and the other one will just be getting to. He'll be able to attack.
The ones that saved last time is definitely going to get the last.
Right.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other 2, on the other hand, the axe guy's attacking him. The polearm guy's attacking the wolf. I'll do the axe guy first. The axe missed. What about the polearm? The polearm rolled a 20.
Ooh, ouch. Critical hit.
Um, 2 times 2 is 4 plus So 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Didn't kill him.
Nope. Wolves have 3 hit dice, so I gave it max, so that's 24 HP. And 24 minus 6 is 18.
Okay. So now it's the one coming out of the
Yes.
the grease.
That one has a crossbow.
Of course he does.
And he's after you.
Of course he is.
And he also crit.
Yeah, armor class 3.
Well, he rolled a 20.
Oh, I guess he did. I don't have a. I'm dead, dude. I'm dead. Pretty much. I only have 8 hit points.
Yeah, but he also only rolled a 2 for.
So 4 points. Did he have any bonuses?
It does +1 damage on all attacks for strength, but crossbows don't deal strength.
Right.
Crossbow damage is 1d6 +1, so technically it's. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not dead yet. My turn. I'm going to do 2 darts on him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Yeah. 2 darts on him. If I hit 1. Maxed out. That's 3. It's 4. 4 points of damage on him. Is he dead yet?
No, it hasn't been hit yet.
I hit him twice last time.
What were the damages?
3 and 2.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So now that's 3, 2 is 5 plus 4. That's 9 points damage.
Yeah, so they're not dead yet.
Okay, so I have 2 more darts. I'll throw 2 more at him. I miss both.
Fantastic. I guess you should have gone with the rest of them.
Yeah.
And now he attacks.
Now he attacks.
Yeah. It's a hit, right? Okay, what's the damage? And he drops. He drops.
Initiative.
Wolf.
Darn.
The wolf finally did not get a 19.
Did he hit?
Nope.
Initiative.
First, don't I have to roll for saves?
Oh, yeah.
Or did your grease end?
No. It's the grease lasts 3 rounds plus 1 round per level, so 4 rounds.
So one more time.
Yeah.
None of them saved.
Sweet. Good for us.
Now initiative.
2.
You have a 5 and a 6.
All right, I go first. Darts away. 2 darts. Miss both. 2 more. Miss both. Missed all 4 times.
Okay.
I missed mine. All 4 of them.
I don't know how to handle shoulder charge.
It's a normal attack. He still has to hit armor class, but he could knock him off balance and on the ground with a charge. So instead of taking damage, he would just be basically knocking him off balance. Assuming that's what you were going to do, right? Yep. Yeah. That's exactly what will happen. D20, yep. D20.
AC4.
So you need 15 or better. All right. So now, because he rolled a 20, you can actually cause damage. You can, like, if he only had like 1 or 2 hit points left, he could have like smashed his head on a rock or on a thing. Just you could take care of that because he rolled a nat 20. That's how you can handle that kind of stuff.
That makes sense. There are rocks in the area.
Or logs.
Yeah.
Feet.
His own weapon.
His own weapon. Yeah, nat 20. That does a lot of stuff. No. I don't think so. Plus, it would be your strength damage, which is die 3.
Yeah.
So
I think so. So it would be dead. Anyway.
It would be dead because you hit him at least for strength damage.
Yeah. We'll just say that. We'll just say that one's not getting up.
No, not anytime soon.
Not at the very least.
Right. So then it is the wolf.
The wolf will then. I mean, I guess he has to.
The grease is ending right now.
Okay, so he'll go after the other guy with the polearm. That makes sense, right? The wolf misses, however. And then...
You have one left, the one that's standing with the crossbow.
Yeah.
He gets to attack.
Mm-hmm. He hits.
Okay.
Just barely, but he hits.
Okay. It's my fault for missing.
He doesn't roll very high, though. Yes? I completely forgot about him. I am terrible at handling NPCs, apparently.
Second one. Alright, so now it is initiative. Good one. Not that's doing me any good, but...
I got, now we have more guys to roll for initiative for, right? I have 3 2s and a 3.
Okay. I am grabbing my short sword and charging the crossbolt guy.
Okay.
With my thing. And I'm going to swing to hit armor class 4. So I need 10. I missed.
How anticlimactic.
I know. You know?
So now I get to attack?
Well, yeah, all 2s.
Yeah. So now that you're right next to the crossbow guy, he is switching to an axe. And that takes a round, right?
Yeah, from a crossbow, yeah.
Yeah. So he's apparently not attacking. Lucky you.
Then I have an armor class of 1 now.
Gotcha. The other 2 with the 2s, on the other hand, one of them also. You have killed 4. One of them also has an axe and is going to attack the one most closest to them.
Which would be me.
Yes. They miss horribly. The other one has a crossbow and is going to be attacking him.
These guys buckler out.
I see that. Don't worry, he rolled a 3. That is a definite miss. And then all 3s in the initiative, right? So the
What was your initiative? 5.
Okay, so the polearm, the last guy left is the polearm guy that his wolf attacked. So the polearm guy will be attacking his wolf in return. Which he hits. For another 4 damage. Yes.
That would be it. 50. No, I have it written down. For 4, he actually rolled. So you did. No. You did. It's a 1d6 plus strength damage. On the polearm, he did 7 damage on the polearm and knocked him down.
Okay. So that guy will not be attacking that next round, though.
You have to get up, yeah.
Yeah.
He also should get a -2 to armor class.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because he's on the ground and can't use his dexterity.
Right.
Or maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
So that's any 6s.
Not unless we count the wolf.
That would be the wolf turn. Why is the wolf always last?
Because we keep forgetting about him. No one rules initiative for him.
I know.
Poor wolf.
I know.
The wolf misses.
Okay. Initiative.
Actually, before that, an arrow flies by and strikes the one that was trying to change weapons. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, so that one's not in the fight anymore.
That one's gone. Yeah.
He finally realized you weren't behind him anymore.
Finally, he's like, wait, what's going on? Where'd they go?
I think he just echoed.
No, he said the same thing as I did at the same time.
There was an echo.
All right. So it's initiative. Yes?
Pretty sure, right? That's how this works.
I got a 4. There's what? 2 left?
3.
How is there 3 left?
Oh yeah, the one knocked down. I can't roll for him.
Right.
So there's 2 I have to roll for. And him now, I guess. 4, 5, and 6.
What'd you get? He goes first.
Okay. Isn't it an automatic hit if they're prone?
It's a rule that you can use, absolutely. That's a rule I use, but that's up to you as a DM.
I mean, even if it wasn't, he hit anyway, so.
Yeah. So you do?
So he's dead.
Okay. 3s.
I don't have any.
Yeah, you did. You had a
4, 5, and 6.
I got a 4.
It's 4, 5, and 6. 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 4, 5, and
Are there? I hit one.
The remainders both only have 6 AC, so.
No, I had 2 hits on the same one.
That's what you mean.
Yeah. I did 2 points of damage. I rolled a 1 on a 1d6 for damage.
That's funny.
Oh. My darts did more damage than my short sword.
Did you attack the one with the axe or the one with the crossbow?
The one with the axe, because the crossbow wasn't attacking me.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
You did 2 damage?
Yeah, that's it.
Gotcha. Now it is their turn to attack you. Which it looks like they miss.
Okay. So the archer and the wolf.
They saw the crossbow guy.
When's the archer gonna go? And the wolf. Did you roll for the wolf? Or are you just gonna assume he's last?
Oh, yes!
Nice.
Well, the crossbow guy hit him, that's for sure.
What is this little splinter?
You take 3 damage.
He takes 3 damage.
Yes, 3 damage.
If I took 3 damage, I'd be unconscious.
Yes, you would. Now, our archer friend over here, Shooter. Oh, he hits all right.
Lucky him.
What's my damage again?
1d8 plus whatever for a bow.
Why would it be 1d8?
I'm assuming he's using sheaf arrows, and he's using heavy sheaf arrows, which is a 1d8.
Pretty sure that's a longbow only.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
He still maxes out his damage though.
Right.
A few hours.
Wolf.
Yes, thank you for reminding me.
Because,
The wolf hits.
Whoop whoop.
And the wolf finishes off that guy.
Which one?
The axe one.
Nice. Initiative. There's only one left?
Yep.
You got a 4. It's dead.
Actually, I have a 2 and a 3.
There's only one left.
Yes, but I have to roll for him.
Yeah, but which one do you give to him?
I was actually going to give him the 2.
Hmm.
So his arrow is also going to hit.
Shooters, yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to be doing not enough to take it out, but
3s.
That would be the guy, the guy
crossbow
that was just
guy.
hit.
Yeah.
So the crossbow guy's still focusing on him, and he misses.
4s. That'd be me. I get 1 swing. I miss. Yes. No. You need a 15 or better. It's okay, I missed. I needed a 9 or I needed a 10 or better, and I rolled a 7.
the wolf also misses.
Initiative. Again, just one last guy just will not die. I rolled a 6. Ooh, I go last.
The crossbow guy gets a 4 and shooter gets a 5.
What about the wolf?
You want me to roll for the wolf?
Yeah.
6.
Goes last anyways. He goes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
15 or better. That'd be a hit.
Roll damage. Yeah, that one's dead.
He should be getting +3 for his strength, not +2. Is your strength damage 3 or 2? Yeah. Is it that anyway?
Yeah.
It's it anyway.
Yeah, 4 HP. 1 plus 3 equals 4.
I'm going to go look for. I did 14 darts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go try and find all 14.
Okay.
And I'm also going to pick pockets on them.
What surprise that is.
You know, what can I find? Yes, you would have definite knowledge on them. Definite knowledge on their behavior and stuff like that.
You would have no use for it. You use short bows, is what you trained in.
But you could take it.
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could. You would be unproficient with it and would have to
be -2 or -4 to hit.
I believe it's -2 for warriors.
You could take it, but it'd be -2 to hit.
Yeah. So then you're also going to take some quarrels with you?
So you'd have to figure out how many they've got. Because
Right.
there was 2 of them. So there's 2 quarrels. You probably didn't roll to see how much ammunition they had.
Didn't occur to me.
But they would have 12 or 24.
Right.
So if they had 12, say an average is 12, you'd shot 1, 2, 3, 4. You only shot like four bolts. So there'd be at least 20 left.
Mm-hmm. So you can find about that among everyone that had bolts, quarrels, whatever crossbows.
So you got like 20 arrows for your crossbow. Quarrels. No, it's 1 quarrel. It's 20 bolts. A bolt is what is used in a crossbow. A quarrel is what it held in it, like a quiver. A quiver is for arrows. Quarrel is for bolts.
That's not how I read the equipment tables.
Oh, whatever. So out of the 14 darts, how many can I find?
How do I roll for that?
You can either make it up or you can just roll a percentile. And
I rolled 000.
100%.
Apparently.
That's nice.
Lucky you.
That's like the rarest roll.
Welcome to Thieves.
Thank you. And yes, I got all my darts back. Sweet. I can't believe I've never, in my 30-something years of playing, have ever missed that many times in a row.
Well, you don't have magical weapons yet either.
Even so, that's just bizarre. It was cool though, but I mean bizarre.
Shooter comes in and is very confused as to why you stopped.
I'm checking for money or anything.
Okay, where do you start?
All of them. The leaders. I always start
The
out.
ones that were arguing?
Yeah.
So, the ones that you attacked first had 1 EP. The ones that he attacked first had 3 EP. But Shooter's trying to urge you along.
I don't care. This is what rogues do.
Okay.
So I'm checking all of them.
So the some of them had very, and the others had varying amounts of silver.
Okay.
1 silver, 7 silver. 2 of them had 9 silver. Another was 7 silver, and one with 11 silver.
Thank you. And that's all we find. That's all I find. I don't find any magical items or anything, rings or anything like that. Okay, cool. No, you don't. Any of the weapons. He like the crossbow with the quarrel. I don't need the axes or anything like that. I don't need their armor. So I guess we're done.
Oh, we don't have time for this. Come on.
Do you have? Can you heal me? Because
I'm not a cleric.
I know.
Uh,
Healing kits normally will prevent. What a healing kit normally does, it prevents you from bleeding out. So should I have been hit and went unconscious, if my wounds are not um, tended to, I would bleed out. So that would prevent me from bleeding out and dying because technically you're not dead till you hit -10. And the other thing the healing kit does is in a 10-hour rest, you heal 1 to 2 hit points. With a healing kit, you gain an additional 1 to 2 hit points.
yeah, there's no immediate benefit.
No immediate benefit.
Aside from preventing your friend from bleeding out to death.
Yeah. And and if you had herbalism and something else,
Healing.
is it the healing? I know if if you have herbalism and healing, then you would be able to get immediate like 2 to 3 hit points back, and then over the course of the night when you're resting, you'd get an additional 2 to 3 hit points back, or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. That's something we can.
It's in one of your books. It isn't in any of the ones I have over here, that's for sure.
Like a regular player's handbook?
Maybe under proficiencies. I normally look in skills and powers, but I know that there's slight differences.
Let's see. I know. Herbalism?
And healing, they're right next to each other.
Herbalism is not in the player's handbook. Skills and powers.
Are you counting duplicates?
In general, we probably have about 25.
We don't use all of those.
Conservatively. But I've been doing this for a very long time. Healing, it doesn't say herbalism. Oh, there it is. 99. Herbalism. This skill indicates that a character is familiar with the uses of natural plant products for good and ill. If a character spends a day searching the woods and makes a successful proficiency check, enough herbs, blah blah blah, will be gleaned for 2 to 6 doses. The most common use of these herbs is an aid to healing. 1 dose of herbs can be used in conjunction with the healing proficiency. By the herbalist or another healer, this dose adds 1 point to the wounds cured by a successful healing proficiency. So you restore an additional hit points every time you use healing proficiency. And a healing proficiency successful thing does 1 die 3 points. So if you have the healing and the herbalism, you can do 2 to 4 points immediately.
I think it's every 3 levels for warriors, right?
Warrior might be every 2, but I can double check.
I feel like that would be more of a wizard thing with all those proficiencies.
No, warriors get things pretty quick. That are fast.
Proficiencies.
Oh yeah.
We're checking.
There's actually a chart.
Yeah, and you're not in the correct section at all.
I'm working on it. There's a chart. Probably. Right. It'd be the regular player's handbook.
Yeah. Warrior group. Non-weapon proficiencies every 3 levels.
Every 3 levels. So at level 4, you would get your next one.
Actually, it's every slot evenly divisible by 3. So it would be next one at 3rd level.
Okay.
Although I think you have to spend multiple proficiency slots for healing. So you might have to wait multiples of 3 to get it.
Yeah.
Save your proficiency slots, I guess.
All right. So we follow the shooter again. Fantastic, she says.
I'm sure he's very glad about it.
I bet he is.
So now that it's getting late, you finally have another encounter. Except all you see is a few squirrels running around.
Did you hear that? Yeah, she goes, okay, now it's getting late, you get another encounter, and what you see is a bunch of squirrels running around. Run! Run away! Right,
Run away.
we keep on following shooter. I'm seriously hurting, dude. I really can't take another hit.
Which is good because it's actually what he's suggesting right now is that he found a good place to rest for the night, since no one would really be able to continue fighting if you just trek through the night.
Okay. If you use the herbs,
Which he doesn't even have.
Which because he didn't search for it yet.
Right.
So you have to actively tell the DM that you're searching for your herbs, and you get 2d6 doses. So you have like on a successful proficiency check, you get up to 12 doses. All right, so
That's up to you.
what's the proficiency check? That's okay. Back in the day, I had pretty much all these books memorized. So when you had a random question, it was like, oh, okay, it's this. It's on this page. This is the answer. But that was like 30 years ago.
So the check for herbalism is intelligence -2.
Okay, so roll your intellect and get above it by 2. Or
something
what?
Like that.
Yeah, what's your intelligence? You gotta roll under it. Yeah, you have to roll under it. Right? You made it.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that it's -2.
Yes, but in which way does it go minus? Does it go minus to 17 or does it go minus to 13? I think because a lot right, that's the whole thing. Is like if you have a high stats, I mean, if you had a 12 intelligence and you had to do everything that had intelligence and it was -2, -4, you'd never make any of your proficiencies. Or is it when he rolls, he minuses 2 from that number?
Well, it says check modifier -2.
I think what it means. Okay, so you have to add it to the die 20. So it has a -2. So it would be whatever he rolled -2.
So
He rolled a 14, so it would be 12. So he rolled under his.
okay.
That's how it works.
Okay. We'll go with that then.
Okay.
Since you're more experienced.
So you made your proficiency check. Now you got to figure out how many he finds.
Just 2d6.
2d6, yeah.
3 + 1 is 4.
So you found 4 doses. One extra point of healing. That's initially, and when you sleep at night, I believe you get 1 extra point. That's what I remember. Yes, you can split it to anybody. Okay, I appreciate that.
Chapter 5 that I keep missing.
Those are proficiencies.
Yeah. That's right. What we needed was
The book that you have?
That you. Where'd you go?
No, where did you put the skills and powers? Oh,
I
it's right
didn't
there.
have it.
That's the player's handbook. That's the one you should be using, right?
But the player's handbook doesn't say anything about it actually healing. Without the healing proficiency, that's why we're in the skills and powers. This one just says that those with herbalist knowledge can identify plants and fungus and prepare non-magical potions, poultices, powders, bombs.
Okay. The most common use of this herb is as an aid to healing. One dose of herb can be used in conjunction with healing proficiency by the herbalist or another healer. This dose adds 1 point to the wounds cured by a successful healing. You can't use it with the healing proficiency unless you have the healing proficiency, according to this. No, that's not true. It says even if the healing check fails, the herb still restores 1 hit point. With no healing proficiency, the herbs can still be used, but the herbalist needs to roll a successful check to restore the 1 hit point. The herbs also can be used to create a poison, either ingestion or injection, if you want to poison someone. But yes, you can make another roll to see if the herbs work to restore 1 hit point.
You know what else though?
Your proficiency, which is your intellect. What?
When he comes back with the herbs, Shooter notices that he has healing herbs and offers to help treat the wounds because he does have something resembling a healing proficiency.
Nice.
He has veterinary healing, which is half chance for humanoids. But
There you go.
I mean, either way, right?
Well, either way, you have 4 doses. You have 4 hit points in your hand, so you can do what you want with them. You can take them all. You can give 2 to you, 2 to me. You can give 1 to me, 1 to the wolf. Whatever you want to do. Okay. You can just say that they work.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. So you get 1 hit point back, and you get to give the wolf 2 hit points back. No, 1 hit point. 1 hit point. I get 2 back. Which will give us. Resting gives 1 hit point, and if I need less sleep, so if we actually stay here 10 hours, which would be a normal thing, I'd actually get 2 hit points back. So I'm assuming we're going to stay for 10 hours, a normal rest.
That was the intention.
Okay.
I mean, otherwise you're traveling at night.
Right. So you get yes. And now I am down to only 6 hit points instead of 2. Thank you. What about your shooter? Is he going to try to heal anything?
Yeah. He doesn't have any herbs, but he does have healing.
He has healing, which is yeah. That's 2 die 3.
2d3?
Well, not 2 die 3. 1, 2, 3. 1,
One,
1, 2, or 3.
Important.
I know. 1, 2, 3.
Distinction.
1, 2, 3.
Very important distinction. He only manages to do it correctly on one of you, though. Which I was going to.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, so you get 3 hit points.
Cool, I'm back up to 8.
Yeah, lucky you.
Whoop whoop! So when we wake up, I'll have full hit points.
Mm-hmm. Well, my math says up to 16.
Right, because Wolf got hit twice.
A few times, actually.
Yeah.
Wolf took a big beating. Okay.
I was trying not to use the sleeps like I did last time.
I noticed.
Because that would have been pretty easy to sleep like I said, that would have been kind of fun to do. Sleep them all and then wake them up with a dart each and just kill. Why not? That'd been fun. Hey, dude, get ready for that one right there. He's going to wake up shortly. Are we too loud for you? All right. So, can you get your game on the computer? Oh, okay.
As long as I'm in the house, I can watch it anytime I want.
Mm.
I had pizza.
I did not.
Well,
I
he
had
had
I had
half of my. He had half of one of my slices.
I had to. She made it and I ate half of one. And then I had an egg salad sandwich wrap. Um, this guy says,
I'm pretty sure that's just a bot.
okay, says hello. Sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers,
Yeah.
views.
Those are usually scams.
The price is lower than any competitor.
Exactly. We ignore those.
Mm.
Why not just take an acidophilus? You like those.
Uh, is this taking longer than what you expected?
It's been more confusing than I expected.
Yeah. But you did it pretty good.
Like how I reintroduced sugar to the fold. When you were off, you reminded me of that.
By the way, Goofy wakes up. He was in a daze. She has this NPC that's supposed to be bringing us to another area, and we heard some orcs, so we went to fight the orcs, and they were pretty much all dead. And then the Corey was like, "Hey, where's Shooter? Where's our NPCs? He's just sitting there doing nothing." And she was like, "Oh, yeah, about that." Yeah. He just kept on walking, and he had to backtrack to see where we were.
Really focused.
Oh, yeah.
The players. This is this, and this is that. You know, it was like figure readings. You should write pictures of who we are. You know, like little sticky notes, like this is this, this is that. Oh yeah.
I have an entire sheet for this NPC. I just forgot to bring him into the combat. I did that last time too. I forgot to bring out my NPC. I'm not sure it's a good idea to have more pizza though today. Just a thought. Besides, I already opened this just now. I mean, if you want to make me some pizza, I'd take it. Your 5 minutes was perfect.
Yeah. Purely by accident.
Happy accidents. You're making a lot of those lately. I commend you.
What happy action did she make?
Discovering that 5 minutes in the air fryer on the French fry setting was perfect for the pizza.
Oh.
It's all right. Good timing.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
You love that one, don't you?
Okay. Back to you.
Back to you, folks. So the night happens uneventfully. Guess I grabbed a snack. It's more early than I thought. And as you guys are packing up, Shooter speaks up. He says, "I know. Here, take these as an advanced token of my appreciation for helping me with all this." Um, he reaches into two of the pouches on his waist, and he gives one to both of you. I call it Kyodomzoiten, since that's what the guy that taught me the recipe introduced himself as. He said it would close wounds and cure poisons, and he was right. It's amazing. He was kind of a strange guy, though. He said he came from another world and that I should never share the recipe with anyone anywhere unless they were just as kind of and a force of good as I.
Thank you. Yeah. Like you're one of your parents.
No. Again, strange guy. Strange guy. He left just as quickly as he came. A few years ago, I think. You're welcome.
Hopefully, you will consider us kind enough to teach us that recipe. If you ever, we're always here for you anyway. Thank you.
We should really be working on that nonsense first.
Yes, let's go. So you can have the full 8 drabs.
The book says 5 drops.
It should be 1 die 8, but 5 drabs is fine. think what Couldn's ointment does, I believe it's 1 die 8 plus 1 or plus 2 or something like that.
I think it's something completely different than that. It says jar contains 5 applications.
Okay.
Detoxifies any poison or disease. Rubbed on the body, the ointment heals 1d4 plus 8 points of damage.
1d4 plus 8. Thank you.
Better than what you thought.
Yeah. Did you get that? So the Couldn's ointment, there are 5 doses in the jar, and they heal 1 die 4 plus 8.
As well as any poisons or disease.
Yeah. But more importantly is if he deems us worthy of kindness and helping other people, he might teach us the recipe.
He says, I know, come back in autumn when the flowers I need to make this are in bloom. I can just show you the process, just like how Mr. Kyoto taught me.
Sweet. Thank you. Could's ointment, in my book, is the best healing potion thing in
It's an ointment, not a potion.
ointment in the whole Dungeons and Dragons world. It may not heal as much as a cure serious wound or cure critical wound potion, but it's an ointment and it also cures poisons and disease, except for lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
That's it.
Except in this game, there's more than just werewolves. Apparently, we're boars, we're bats, we're bears.
Yeah.
Wolf wears.
All right, let's go. Let's continue. I'm ready.
Okay. So you guys are continuing
Oh, good.
at a relatively quick pace.
Nice. We're jogging. Double time it, boy.
And as you're running along, you see a small falcon catch a rabbit off to the side.
Cool.
Good omen.
Good omen. Did you hear that? So we saw a falcon catch a rabbit on the side. Yeah, good omen.
Thank you.
I don't like you no more.
As it starts getting late, you hear some rustling down in the bush,
Okay.
like really low.
So probably a boar or another rabbit or something like that. Does that sound like an animal? He's a ranger. Would he know?
Maybe.
Hey, Corey.
Assuming the air was moving in the correct direction. But that doesn't mean that it would have a reason to alert you. So you want to peer through the bushes? You see a weasel. Just an ordinary weasel. The weasel sort of looks over at you and runs away.
I'm sneaking up on a weasel.
I mean, he has to practice somehow.
I know, right?
So you continue along, and so now you're finally getting to where you need to go.
Okay.
It happens around late evenings. Um, what you see when you start to see off through the woods is a number uh, of various small dog-like creatures. You know, as you've been seeing, um, hiding in and amongst the trees and the bushes, watching through the tree line over that way.
Okay, uh, so did you hear that? Yeah, the kobolds are hiding in the trees watching the village. So obviously whatever is killing them is in the village or the gnomes. All right, so we should probably sneak up. Um, I'll try to go in from one of the sides, like on the right, whatever sort of right. He can go down the middle, and Shooter will have Shooter go on the other side, so we can ambush. Kind of, if there's something in the village that we can see.
Uh, Shooter informs you that the village is what you're trying to protect. It's those dogs hiding in the trees that are the aggressors.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then.
The dogs themselves.
They don't notice us.
Not yet.
Okay.
They're waiting for sundown to attack the village.
All right. So let's attack them. I'm in.
You do not. You do not. All you see are a mixture of Rottweilers, Rhodesian Ridgebacks. There's like 3 German Shepherds, and there's also several. I'm not kidding about this name. There's actually a breed of dog called Doggo Argentino. Yes, I wanted to give that disclaimer since I've heard Doggo used in other ways.
All right. So, what do you suggest for our plan of attack? I mean, I'm good with. You know what?
You can see the 3 German Shepherds and like 11 other dogs, but Shooter is cautious enough that it makes you think there are others.
Okay. Does it look like there's any of them like that's like in charge, like a bigger one?
The German Shepherds.
You go after the German Shepherds. You're welcome. Because you got the wolf as well, and I'm gonna go.
Um, no, not at the very least not this time. I'm not sure about future times, but it would not work in this scenario anyway.
All right. You go one side, I go the other. All right. We meet on the other side.
Well, on one side they're already at the tree line, so on one side it's just open hills.
All right. So they're on the other side. Gotcha. So we'll go on the other side and check. Do we see any other ones?
Yes. In total, you end up seeing the 3 German Shepherds and 41 other types of dogs.
41. So there's 44 dogs. I'm gonna guess that they're pretty low hit points. It's just a matter of hitting them. I think if you can take out the German shepherds, um, that theoretically should break the pack. I guess maybe if they're the alphas, if one of them is the alpha. All right. So we have initiative. Where the three German shepherds, are they right next to each other?
Yeah, around the middle.
Around the middle. How many to the side where there's hills on that side?
Maybe about 6. Most of them are either behind the shepherds or off to the sides.
Okay. You want to go right for the shepherds and see what happens? I can throw a few darts in there too. We're going to attack the shepherds.
They have AC 6.
Okay. I hit 3. I hit three darts.
Good boy.
That is, and he's going to be doing a crossbow. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points damage.
Just on one of them, or
Yes, because I don't know how much it takes to kill him yet.
okay, so one of them is down.
Okay, one shepherd's down. Well, normally you would have a 14 or better to hit armor class 6 minus 2, so you need a 16 or better. And the crossbow is 2-1. 2 attacks.
No,
No?
crossbows are too slow for 2 attacks in a round.
Okay.
And then shooter attacks. And he actually hits one of the other shepherds. Well, hits one of the other shepherds and one of the
Normal dogs.
yeah, one of the Rottweilers.
Oof, maxed out again.
Yeah, so the other shepherd is also down. And one of the other dogs is also down.
Cool. Now it's initiative.
Only one more.
Yeah. Initiative. 5.
Shooter gets a 5. I was hoping I had already pre-rolled initiative for these guys. I did not.
Yeah, but you can't really roll 41 of them because they're spread out too far. They may not know what's going on.
Right.
So you think about how many are in the area, and that was the 3 shepherds plus 6 others. So that was 9, and 3 of them are dead. That's 6 left in that area.
So what you're saying is I can roll 6.
I would say 6 would be in the melee area,
Mhm.
and all the rest would not be in melee at this time. What do you think? Of course,
I also have to roll for the wolf, though, right?
Yeah.
Unless you want us to start rolling for
You want to start rolling for your wolf? Wolf got a 3.
I'll just put a 3 over here.
Okay. You're also going to think about where probably 40 feet away, so they're not going to get us in that, you know, they're not going to be in melee range. So even though we rolled initiative, we sort of kind of have first attack. And then the initiative would happen after that first attack. Does that make sense? Okay. So the wolf would not be able to attack yet. It would be whoever's using distance. It'd be, what did Shooter get?
Shooter got a 5.
I get a 5. What'd you get? A 3. So you go first. Yeah. So you hit.
Okay.
Damage. 1d6. Correct. 6.
Okay, so it actually dies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do the other dogs, like, do they freak out? Do they run away? Or are they still charging those other 5? Are they still charging?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they're just even more angry.
Okay. I'm going to fire. Me and, what's his name?
Shooter.
Shooter.
All the others have an AC of 7.
Two, three, four, 5. 5 damage on one dog.
Okay.
Did it die?
Yes.
Okay. Now it would be melee combat. Now the.
I still have to do shooter's damage.
Oh, sorry.
I know, right? NPCs are so difficult. I can see why you never gave us them.
Now it's should be melee combat. Yes.
Makes sense, right?
Okay. So I'm dropping my darts. I'm going right into the sword, and it's a melee combat, dude. Now it should be initiative.
The thing that we just did.
The thing we just did.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you're gonna take your sword and buckler out. I got my sword out, so I'm at 1.
Shooter clips his bow and takes out the melee weapon on his left side.
Nice.
Just a falchion.
Oh, nice. Ones go first.
I have a 1. They are going to throw a spear.
Okay. How many were left in that initial 9? We killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We killed 5 or 6.
The totals that we've killed so far is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. So there's only 2 left in that initial area.
The guy that tried to throw a spear missed horribly. He almost fumbled. Rolled a 2.
I like that.
I also have someone that rolled a 2 for initiative.
Okay.
And that one is actually going to attack melee. They have a short sword. But they missed horribly.
Okay. So 3s.
Threes.
Wolf.
Threes.
The wolf.
3s and the wolf, yeah. I'll do the wolf first. Okay.
There's only 2 of them left in that general area, and both of them attacked already.
The wolf crits.
That one's dead.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah? You need a 12 or better.
Okay. That one is also dead.
All right. Now, the others. Are they starting to come? Do they notice anything happened?
Yes, the ones that only have melee weapons are coming at you, but there are several with throwing weapons that are looking to line up a shot.
And how far away are they?
15 feet?
What about the ones with the melee ranged weapons?
Oh, that's what I was thinking of.
Oh, 10, 15 feet?
Yeah.
Shooter, take the long ones. I'll have to tell Shooter to take the ones that are get the distance, and him and I and the wolf will take the ones with that are melee. Does that make sense? All right. Does that make sense to you? Okay.
Shooter puts his weapon.
All right. So fours.
I have.
But was that from the initial?
It was from the initial one.
Yeah. So those are already done. So, I can. I don't really want to. Well, I could. I have one arm, one hand free, so I can actually throw darts. For mine. See if I can hit any. They had armor class 7, you said?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I hit 1, 2, 3.
And you're hitting the longer ones, the long reach, or the melee coming out.
There's more melee than longer ones, right?
Yes.
Hit the melee ones.
Okay.
2, 2, and 3.
Those are your damages?
Those are my damages.
Okay.
6s. Or all the 5s. Oh.
So Shooter has a 5.
There you go, Shooter.
So Shooter hits with one of his arrows.
Because I don't know that him and his wolf can take on 30 melee combat guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. All right, so new initiative. Yep, that's fine. So you got a 4 for your initiative. You got to figure out how many are going to be in melee combat because they have to come around. We can't get hit by 30 at the same time because it's just not enough room. Plus, there's a distance they have to travel. So the ones that were further away aren't going to be in the melee combat right away.
Right.
So you got to figure out how many are going to attack us at a time.
Right. So I'm only rolling for melee combat?
No, I'm just saying for the melee combat, how many are going to be able to get to us?
Well, that then. So those are the melees. And you want me to roll for at least some of the distance ones?
All of them. All the distance can be thrown. So if you have 15 distance, you can 15.
I did not count, but I only have
that many.
Yeah. I'll go with this.
How about that? I got more if you need. You need 2 more purple?
I have no idea.
All right. Roll for initiative. We're all rolling for initiative. I rolled a 2.
Shooter gets a 3.
We'll roll for the wolf. Wolf gets a 5. That's just scary.
You told me to roll for all the distance. I noticed.
Holy crap!
Boy, just think about what this would mean if we were rolling for stats.
Oh my god. So she just rolled like 15 6-sided dice, and like almost all of them are 1s.
11 6-sided dice. And these are all the distance ones, too.
Yep. All right. So I have an armor class of 1.
Okay.
And whatever his armor class is.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to figure out who's the distance firing at.
Right. It's probably split, honestly.
Hmm.
They're probably not all attacking the same person.
Oh, to be a monk now.
No one else got one, so it's all me for a while, right?
All you for a while.
Okay.
God. We're going to be dead before we even start.
So, someone has an axe hit the tree right next to them.
Yeah.
The next one to hit a tree was a spear.
So they're not very good, are they?
He's getting hit with a stone spear.
Ooh, you're getting hit with a stone spear.
Which does 2 damage.
Yeah, I was going to say. 2 points damage.
2 points!
2 points!
Next is actually going to be a melee one, which misses. So, lucky whoever the melee guy was attacking. A javelin almost hits the wolf. And the other stone spear misses completely and breaks.
Okay. 2s.
Some of them have multiple, some of them only have 1.
So I have a 2. I'm going to attack the nearest one to me.
Okay.
What's their armor class again?
7.
Need a 9. I missed.
Good job.
Roll the 3.
I got 2 2s.
You got a 2-2?
Did you see it?
No.
That's because that's what this is.
Oh, okay.
So, another throwing axe hits a tree. And another javelin also hits a tree.
3s. Do you have any? All right.
I have 2 3s, 1 melee, 1 distance.
Go for
it. So another stone spear goes to waste. And another javelin also goes to waste.
Okay. 5s. The wolf.
Okay.
What about
4s?
4s?
Yeah, there was a 4.
We got 4s. What about the elf?
You are the only elf here.
No, sorry. Shooter.
Oh, Shooter did get a 3. You're right. Thank you.
That was one that saved our life.
One of his arrows hits.
Another one bites the dust.
Indeed, another one does bite the dust.
Sweet. 5s.
I got a 4. You just did that just to mess with me. It's okay. That was another miss spear.
Okay. 5s. The wolf has a 5.
Okay, wolf attacking a melee person. I think. The wolf fumbles.
Oh.
He apparently is not very good at attacking other dogs. So the wolf tries to attack it, but accidentally misses and hits a tree.
Tripped over a spear that's been on the ground. There's a lot of spears in the ground. Sixes.
And in trees. You forgot I
You have fives?
I do have fives.
Never mind, she has fives.
I know, I have like the entire spectrum, man. So the 5 I have in melee misses horribly, and the 5 I have on distance also misses.
Yours. Sixes.
Yes.
So yeah. So is that your damage?
Okay. That one is dead, and now I have one more distance guy with a 6. And they also miss.
Alright, initiative.
Um,
You gotta figure out how many are left alive. Sweet! I rolled a 5. The wolf rolled a 3. Yeah. Oh,
a lot of them ran out of their distance weapons, so they'll have to enclose the distance.
Okay.
So I won't roll for them.
Okay.
How's that?
Okay.
As for melee people that do have weapons,
They do have opposable thumbs. They are humanoid. Alright, I'm gonna have to do some fast maneuvering here.
okay, so I have a bunch of melees that you guys can attack, and I have only a few distance guys left.
Okay, so one's first.
I actually don't have any ones this time. I have all the others, but not that one.
You got a one? Guide.
Okay. I'll just remove this one.
Twos.
I have a 2 over here and Shooter has a 2. I'll give Shooter the roll first. He actually somehow manages. Hold on. He does hit. And both of the ones that he hits are down.
Threes. The wolf.
Wolf 2? Okay. The wolf misses again.
Okay. At least he didn't fumble.
Right? As for the other ones, one of them does fumble. So, you know.
Face plant.
Yes, actually. That's exactly what they do.
Is that it for the?
For 3s, yes.
Okay, 4s.
I have 2 4s.
Go for it.
The one in melee misses. the one in that can still distance, they managed to get a javelin into the wolf.
Ouch.
Two damage.
How many approximately are left? Approximately.
A bunch.
I'm going to cast sleep. I can do 6 of them are asleep. The closest to me. 6 of them are asleep.
We'll just step on a bunch of melee guys, I guess. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 guys circled.
Okay. 5. Any more 5s?
I do have a 5.
Is that one of them that's sleeping?
That was one of the melee guys, so yes.
Okay. 6s?
One of them is asleep. The other one is
Arranged.
yeah. And they missed.
Okay. So now it's initiative again. Initiative 1d6. I got. We still have so many more to kill.
Why do you think Shooter couldn't handle them all on his own? I rolled a lot of 5s this time.
Okay. 1s.
There's finally a hit.
Finally hit.
I know, right? Well, they hit you actually. That one's hitting you. Yes.
Hey, if they hit me, I'd be dead.
This is one of the ones that's actually out of weapons though, so you only take 2 damage.
Do you have any more ones?
Yep, just that one.
Okay, I have a 2, and he has a 2.
I also have a 2.
Okay. I'm casting sleep again. Gotta.
You will.
I gotta. 8. Maxed out. We can still kill them. They're evil. It's a separate action. I have a sleep spell, and I have sleep powder. The sleep spell can go out 30 yards. The powder can only go out like 10 feet.
I mean, the orcs were also evil.
Yeah, I know, but there weren't that many. And I'm like, well, right now I'm putting them to sleep so they're out of combat.
Yeah, and there's still more left.
And so they're out of combat for 6 rounds. So if we can clean up all the others, because there was 40 of them, remember, to start with. So right now I have 14 of them asleep. So we can kill the others, and as we kill the others, these guys will be waking up. We can kill them. So that way we don't have as many we're dealing with at the same time. Okay, that was my 2. You got a 2? Okay. Yes, that's you need a 12 or better to hit. Nine.
Is that on one of the ones that's asleep or one of the ones that's awake?
No, it's awake.
It's awake.
Yeah, all the ones we're attacking now will be the ones who are awake, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I think my 2 is also asleep. What about 3s? I guess I'm the only one left, huh?
Nope, the wolf had a 6.
How appropriate!
Now you gotta figure out how many are actually still in the battle.
I know, right? I have 3 that are not circled.
So there's only 3 left alive, besides the ones that are sleeping.
Yeah. One of them already attacked, so
2 more.
yeah.
Hey.
I guess we're going to 5s.
That'd be you.
And shooter.
And shooter. Go.
The enemy dog missed. And shooter does hit. And another one manages to go down. As for the last, the 6s.
That would be the wolf.
Right.
And yours.
Wolf definitely hits. The wolf definitely takes that thing out.
Nice.
Yeah. And the last guy almost fumbles, but he only misses.
Nice. All right. Initiative. I got a 3, wolf got a 4.
Shooter gets a 4, and there's one guy left that's not dead or asleep.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a 2.
He goes first.
At this point, I'm pretty sure I only have melee characters left, so he misses.
Okay.
Apparently, he's used to not being in melee.
2s. Anybody with 2s? 3s. I got a 3. What'd you get? Okay, I'm gonna swing. I miss.
I called it.
I'll swing for the. No, you gotta swing for the wolf. You got 4s.
The wolf does hit, and it is more than enough to take him out.
Okay. What do we want to do? Whatever's left is asleep. What do we want to do with them?
I've never heard of something like that before.
Okay. So these are just evil. These are just evil creatures or neutral, whatever. They're just bad people. So do we tie them up or just kill them? What does Shooter think?
I don't think I can do the voice for this one. I don't think I can do the in conversation for this one.
Okay, so I think we should just kill them because they were attacking the gnomes, and we were told to come in and rescue the gnomes.
Shooter agrees because if they survive, they'll probably just come back and attack again.
Okay.
From what he understands.
So they're automatic hits. So they're all dead.
I'll just cross that part out entirely.
Yeah. Till the gnomes come out and start kicking ass.
The gnomes don't even notice.
I know. All right. Yeah. I don't know if I can find all my 8 darts that I used because there's a lot of dead dogs. But I'm going to look for my 8 darts.
Okay. I mean, I assume they are. They're not stone.
No, but they could break. They could snap off, and they could hit a bone. They could, the ones that. Did you miss any? I got. So he has. So he has 3. What's that, Sonia? Oh, Laura. No. Oh, nice.
Yes.
He did better.
All right.
Who am I?
Roll for him.
77%.
No. Usually it's a. I don't know. I usually just say when I usually do it for other people, I go, okay, you have 50% chance to find it, 50% chance to lose it. If I roll over 50, they find it. If I roll under 50, they don't find it. But that's up to the DM. DM can go, oh, so you did 3, you got 3 back. But if you did 10, he might have said you only got 7 back. So all of them, all 3.
Experience has spoken.
My 8.
15, I rolled 59.
All right, so I'm gonna say I found 4.
I'm also going to roll for shooter fighting units. Shooter's really good. He rolled 96.
Nice. I don't have it. Do you have an eraser?
It still works too.
Nice. All right. I'm gonna. While he's talking to Shooter and stuff, I want to search the bodies.
He's not in a hurry anymore.
Oh, all right. I'd like to search all the bodies, see what I find, if anything. No treasure.
Well, it looks like the Doggo or Argentinos, Rhodesian Ridgebacks, and Rottweilers don't have anything, but the German Shepherds do. Among them, you find a total of 59 copper, 1 EP, and 1 semi-precious gem, full value, is what I wrote. You'd have to go in and ask. Well, it's a gnomish town.
Well, it's a gnomish town, so there's lots of mechanical things.
Those are tinker gnomes.
Oh, tinker gnomes.
These are rock gnomes.
Ah.
This is what you see when you turn towards to look at the village.
So Hobbitville.
With a lot of sharp, pointy stones.
With a lot of Hobbitville with a lot of things that could hurt sticking up.
They are all hiding in their hills.
Okay. So we
They don't hear you.
okay, so what is Shooter doing now that we've rescued them? Because Shooter's obviously not a gnome. So
Shooter's just relieved that The crisis has been dealt with.
So now he's just like, he's not an NPC anymore. Just leave him alone.
Well, he's still there. He just
Doesn't care. All right.
he doesn't feel a need to go and check on them. How's that?
Okay. So I think we want to go in and see if there's a knock on a couple of doors and say, hey, by the way, you're all set. You can come out and play, kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. That's it.
So, as you enter the village, the gnomes actually then come out to greet you.
Woo!
Um, and are described thusly is what I wrote down. We say river of light brown skin, blue eyes, and varying hair colors, mostly white and gray. The river comes up on you higher than any of the other dogs did, averaging about 3.5 feet. Many of them have neatly trimmed beards, and some are even wearing diamond jewelry.
Ooh.
Does not mean you get to pickpocket all around. If they're wearing jewelry, they'll notice.
Yeah, but there might be stuff in their pockets that they won't notice me taking. What? That's my job to make sure we can eat tomorrow. They haven't thanked us yet.
The gnomes don't get visitors very often, or at least not friendly ones. So they are more than happy to, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well, if you insist on assuming that there were bad things nearby. But they are also happy to let you rest, stay, provide food and beverage, buy and sell whatever goods they might have.
Nice.
They might not have what you want.
Okay, so
They were completely oblivious about the enemy, and they've been here for at least a couple of centuries. They weren't hiding. They just happened to be in their homes for the night. Well, they do have things that you can buy and sell. They don't have a proper shop because no one comes to buy and sell stuff. Um, they probably wouldn't have any reason to buy the crossbow though because it's really big compared to them.
yeah.
Like you might get a couple of coppers at most.
Okay, so dude, write down 22 silver, 2 electrum, and 30 copper. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep the gem until I can sell it. Obviously, it's not gonna sell here. I mean, it might sell here. I don't know. I'll show it around. See if anybody has. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, I didn't get hit at all, thank God.
You were very lucky.
It's very well. Yeah, I get a good armor class. Yep. All right. So while we're all resting, I'm gonna go see if there's what kind of like a shop or whatever, or gemologist, something like that. So I'll be back, and I'm gonna go look, maybe talk to the mayor or whatever to find that shop to see what that value of that gem is.
So
Because I'm short and you're not, and you can't fit in these houses.
he's actually right. Your shoulders are just too broad. Even if there wasn't a height problem.
Big ass human ass people. Big people like you. So go ahead.
So
True that. Still.
so it actually doesn't take very long for you to find a buyer. They're honestly all quite interested in your gems.
Mm-hmm.
They actually offered to pay more than what you normally would.
Hmm.
So, like you're showing off that semi-precious one you just found.
Mm-hmm.
I think those things normally go for 50. So they're actually offering you like 80.
Okay.
Electrum.
The 80 Electrum, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're doing business.
So you can put 40 more Electrum in your pocket.
Not here, that's for sure.
So I ask, if they have any magic users in here that I could. I'm looking for a formula for a specific kind of powder or something of that nature for sneezing and choking. Do you happen to have any mages or anybody like that that's in this in your village that could help me? I mean, I have an idea of what herbs I need to pick, but I'm not. I don't want to mix something wrong.
Well, we have lots of people who can use illusion magic, but the only dusts we have are appearance, disappearance, and dust of illusion.
Dust of disappearance. That could be useful. Exact. Or run, run away. Oh, I don't know. I don't. I probably can't afford that anyway. No, like no, I definitely do not have enough to afford those. All right. Well, thank you very much. I assume they don't have any extra darts or anything like that. It's no big deal. I mean, I still have 19.
They might have a few.
Yeah. I'll wait till I get to another town. Probably in another town. These darts probably is something that someone personally made for themselves and probably isn't made high quality.
At the very least, gnomes are not very well known for forging weapons. They're better at putting the finishing touches on. Or making jewelry or such. I did look this up.
Yeah. All right. So I'm actually thanking very much. I go back to find Shooter, and I ask Shooter, how can we contact you again in the autumn, so we can go through the process of learning how to do the Couldn's ointment. How do we find you?
I don't know. I usually just hang out in the forest.
Like right around here?
No, all over. I normally
Where should we go in the autumn? So you said come back in the autumn to pick the flowers, and you show me the whole process.
well actually I you're making me have to think.
I know, right? Well, you can say,
I have an idea. How about if I come with you guys? You sounded like you were looking for someone. I can help. I know this place very well.
are we looking for someone? And he's really good with a bow. All right. Well, welcome. Do you need help with anything else? We're more than happy to help. We'll be here for a couple of days resting anyway, but
Well, it'd be great to find the person who hired these people to attack the gnomes.
that's true. All right, let's do a little investigating. I'll go back through the note through the kobolds and see if I can find any paperwork or anything that says who hired them or where they came from.
You're going to search them more carefully now?
Yeah.
Okay. So the best that you really find is like a rough plan of attack. But you do notice that one of the German shepherds has like a medallion, and one of the sides on it is similar to the medallions that you had picked up from the mine.
Okay. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna look. Is there any magic on it? Or I can detect magic within 15% within 60 feet.
70%.
No, I won't be able to do it. Let me roll. I wouldn't be able to make it with that either. What about someone from the village? Would they be able to tell if there's magic on this? They're illusionists.
Yeah, but wouldn't that only work for detect illusion?
No, they might be. They might be able to detect magic as well.
So you're going to take it through.
I'm going to ask people in the town if they can, a mage in the town if they can figure out if there's magic in here. I mean, there should be someone.
Okay, so you do eventually find someone
Okay.
who can find some magic.
Do they know what kind of magic it is? Is it compulsion? Is it?
It seems to be more like an increase in morale.
Okay. Okay.
And it seems stronger than the ones that you had found in the mines.
Okay. And
It has an area of effect.
so, does that wizard have seen this type of magic or this type of medallion before? Or okay, so there's no direction. But this is north of the mining village, and these guys there's a lot more there. So I think we should continue going north. What do you think? Yeah. Okay. All right. So we should continue going north after we heal and stuff. Thank you very much for your help. Is that it for this adventure?
I mean, I can give you a few more random encounters if you want when you leave the village, but that's about it.
Okay, sir. So we're all done. So do you want to give
Experience now.
experience now?
Okay. How much per electrum value?
It's usually one to one, right?
Per electrum value is 2 XP.
Okay. Hold on, 16. Well, you can give him mine after. You can give him his.
Okay. So Excuse me as I try to remember how to do this.
How is that for tonight? You think? Oh no, we definitely got 40 spears thrown at us. Thank God there were trees around us that leaped in the way. Yes. Thank you, Ranger, for having trees as friends. Hey, your tree friends spared their life for us. Oh my goodness. All right. So, question for you: how different is this from your other game? Ah, gotcha. Right. Hmm. Right. Right. Oh, that's cool. Ah, yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. I have I have a couple of friends who are DMs, and one of them, I mean, he gets paid to DM, and he has like 4 or 5 or 6 games a week going. Um, and he likes to go into different realms. Like like right now, one of his games is set with like Twitch. They've got Twitch accounts. They've got Twitter accounts. They've got in the game. You know, yeah, and they have to like have ads to pay for their accounts. You know, that's how they make some of their money is through the ads. Um, you have oh god, that's why this guy. That's why he gets paid. But he's got like virtually every book and module made for Dungeons and Dragons from the beginning. Yep. But he likes. No, go ahead. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Okay. Right. Oh well, thank you. Right. No, you're not. Um, and this is one of the arguments I have with most of the people who play 5.0 or 3.5 or higher is the when the rules changed and it became different from first and second edition. Once 3.5 came, everything changed, and the way people played changed. You know, their mentality, the way they think, the way they it's no longer Dungeons and Dragons. You know, I mean, uh, Pathfinder to even to today is probably the most played Dungeons and Dragons game out there system, and that's like 3.5 or 3.0. I forget which one it is, and it's still the most played system out there. But in Pathfinder, you can have spaceships. You know, you can have dog fights in like Star Wars stuff. Um, you can. It's crazy. It's not Dungeons and Dragons. I agree. I agree. And I'm not a purist because I do play MMOs that are like based out of 5.0 and I like them. Um,
But of course, 5.0 works well on computers.
5.0, Sonia said it best. 5.0 works really good for computers, but it does not work for tabletop, in my opinion. That's just like there are some people who have tried to play 2.0 and after playing 5.0 and they're like, oh, well, 2.0 sucks, and they like, oh, 5.0 is just so much better. It's like, okay, in your opinion, you know, because they don't know any better. But in a way, I'm a purist for that. I really, I like you were just saying, I love the style of playing Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2.0. I love the style of the play. Right. Exactly. Exactly. And to like, I mean, I grew up playing the original. I mean, the year it came out, I think I was 9 years old. I started that year. The very year, yeah, the very year Dungeons and Dragons came out, I started playing that year. So I kind of have a little experience in the game,
Hello?
a little. Um, but
It is.
it's called nori.
Yeah, actual nori snacks. Sheets intended for snack food.
Yep.
I don't know why this one's so oily though. I mean, it's definitely salty. I mean, it's seaweed for a reason.
It's not. It tastes like grass. So if you ever have you ever gone to the ocean? Gone to the ocean? Okay, so you know how that what the seawater tastes like. That's this.
It is significantly more nutritious. It will not give you bad dehydration.
Right. It's actually pretty good.
This is coming from the guy that normally hates nori. Maybe it's the oil.
What's that? Oh, she's still trying to figure it out.
No, I figured it out a while ago. I was letting you guys talk.
Oh,
Rev gets 1004 XP.
nice.
All those kills.
Yeah. Nice.
Almost.
You should be able to. Oh, the fighter needs 2,000, right?
Uh, Ran-
20
Rangers have need an additional.
2250. Yeah.
Yeah. You, I don't have your
I know
for
that.
Electrum,
It's all right.
but what I have is 604. And that is with your spells, by the way.
604.
Mm-hmm. You can do the calculations yourself.
And then with the money,
Mm-hmm. For Electrum value of treasure.
is it 2?
Mm-hmm.
So do I do just what I took, or do I do what the whole group got?
I don't know if that's specified in the book.
Because normally it's what you took.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
I think that's what we did last time.
Okay. No, only thieves get that. You get the XP value of the kills bonus, and I don't. I get XP value of the kills. Well, what she's supposed to do is do the XP value of the kills, separate them in half. You get half, I get half. But then you get bonuses for every kill, and I do not. But I get bonuses for the any kind of money I take, or um, or any kind of money, or magic items or anything like that. Now, theoretically, like if there's a magic item, excuse me, the XP value is given to the person who it ends up with. So let's just say we found a magical bow, that'd be yours. You get the XP value of that bow, not me. Even if I found it and I carried it through the dungeon, but I gave it to you, you get the XP value, not I. That's how it generally is done. So no one, and that's the unfortunately that's the part that a lot of people do is they do rogues just so they can get all the money and the XP value, and they keep all the magic items without telling the rest of the group. So they get all the magic items, and they might give something away. Oh, look! I randomly found this dagger. Who wants it? That kind of thing. And they're walking away with yeah, they're walking away with 6 rings, an amulet, and a bracers. Yeah. I mean, I don't as a rogue, I don't play that way. I think everything should be done. If the DM is putting in magical kookery, obviously that's not mine. You know what I mean?
much of the examples that's put in the book.
So I actually ended up with 690 XPs. Divide by 2, and that's 345 each. Now it's going to be a long time before I